Welcome to Larry's Library. It is the first Tuesday of a new month, so it's time once again for the Top 10 Tuesday. And this Top 10 is my Top 10 reads of 2024 so far. We are a little over halfway through 2024, so thought I'd go ahead and take a look at what my favorites have been so far. Now, all these books were not released in 2024. Probably half of them were not, or maybe more than half. These are just my favorite reads that I've read in 2024. So at number 10, I've got The Maltese Falcon by Dashiell Hammett. Now this is not even a comic book. This is prose. This is a short novel that has been adapted to many, many movies over the years, and I'm a huge lifelong fan of the Bogart version from 1941. And I had never read the novel before, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things very dated in her. This is an old book, but and I'm curious. I don't know how I would have taken this book had I not seen the film so many times, you know. And much of the script was pulled right out of this book, so I enjoyed the heck out of it. Now, number 9 is a comic book, but boy, it was a rough read, and this is Monsters by Barry Windsor Smith. I had never read it before this year, and I finally got around to doing that. Garage Geek had a live stream where we talked about it, me and some others, and yeah, so it's quite an experience. It's a beautiful work in many ways. It's beautiful and ugly at the same time. But this is not a review, but it is number 9 in this countdown. Number 8, I've got Peter David's Hulk. Now, I've been reading the Peter David Hulk omnibuses. I had never read this material before in any other format, and I started reading those this year. I think I've read through the first 3 or 4 now. I forget. I read so much, I have to have a reference to tell me, but I'm just going to say the Peter David Hulk is number 8. Very uneven because of the constant art changes. Well, not constant, but more frequent than I would like. But the writing has been stellar throughout, so I have been enjoying that. Number 7 is Out of the Blue. Now, this is in the form of 2 oversized hardcovers. This is Garth Ennis and Keith Burns, I believe is the artist's name. It's a World War II action-packed story. Loved it. The art is beautiful. And yeah, I had a really good time with that. We did that one on Omni Dog's Vault Book Club. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. Number 6 is Black Science by Rick Remender. And some beautiful art by Matteo Scalera. And I've got the 3 big, giant hardcovers is how I read that. Never read it before. Really, really enjoyed that. I did a review of that. I'll try to link it up there too, if you haven't got a chance to see that. Fantastic series. Was happy to get that. Right in the middle at number 5, I'm going to say ElfQuest. Now, I've been reading these in single issue format because I wanted them in color, and that's the only way you're going to get it, as far as I know, is with the Marvel Epic reprints they did in the 80s. These are in color, and I've been loving it. I'm nearly finished with the whole series. I've been reading one a week for quite some time. If you want to see some art from that, and here's a little bit of commentary on it, check out the Sunday Scan. I'll link that playlist up above, too, if I have enough slots after all this. But yeah, I have been loving it. Great, great series, and it's number 5. Number 4 is the iZombie Omnibus. That beautiful, beautiful Mike Allred art. Yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to read this one. Kristen tried to tell me it was great, and she was right. Number 3 is Birthright. Now, I know this series came out quite a few years ago, but I had never read it before. Kristen gave me a copy of the hardcover, the standard size hardcover for volume 1 of Birthright, and man, I was blown away. I love this so much. Let's see here. Got it in front of me because I knew I wouldn't remember. The writer I'm not familiar with, but this is Joshua Williamson. And the art is by Andrea Bresson, maybe? Not sure the pronunciation, but it's great stuff. I love this. And I just found out a couple days ago that there's going to be a deluxe hardcover, big boy, that has the first 25 issues. This only has the first 5. But I loved it so much, it made it all the way to number 3 on this list. So yeah, I'm going to be buying that deluxe hardcover. Better believe it. Number 2 is Black Magic. Another Kristen gift. She gave me this. This is the trade paperback of Volume 1 trade paperback of Black Magic. This is a series by Greg Rucka and with unbelievably beautiful lush art by Nicola Scott. I mean, I loved it. And this only has, I guess, the first 6 issues or so. I can't remember. I did do a review of it, though, so if you want to check that out, again, I'll try to link it up. But yeah, they have announced that Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott are going to come back to that and finish it. So I'm hoping that that will put the big deluxe hardcover back in print, because it's been out of print for a while. So I'm hoping. But I loved it a lot. I loved it so much. Number 2 on this list. But number 1 so far of my top 10 reads of 2024, it's got to be Fear Agent. Another Rick Remender magnum opus. 2 giant hardcovers. Oh, just a joy. Just love this. I reviewed this one too. Again, I'll try to link it up if you didn't get to see that one. But yeah, Fear Agent, the hype is real. It is fantastic. And it is so far my favorite read of 2024. So we'll see how it holds up and how this list changes, because I'll do a top 10 reads of 2024 in early 2025. And we can look back and compare and contrast if you like. But that's what it's looking like right now. Hope you enjoyed watching this. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to catch you next time.